Welcome to Newport Living and Lifestyles. I'm Kristen, and today we're going to be discussing the zodiac time frame of Leo, and that is between July 23rd, thank you, and August 23rd of 2019. So today joining us is astrologer Karyn Chabot of the...
Well, I'm not going to do the yogic mystic anymore. I'm changing my mind.
Okay, what's the new website?
Well, I'm consolidating. I have like 4 websites and everyone's confused. So
Okay. Well, now we're going to straighten everybody
I'm
out.
going to straighten everybody out
Okay.
and have all those websites point to just me, KarynMarieChabot.com. It's with a Y, Karyn, MarieChabot.com. That's where you can find me.
All right. Well, she's going to be discussing the astrology time frame of the Leo today, and joining us today, in addition to Karyn, is birthday girl Jamie Bova, who is also the mayor of Newport.
Yes.
So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about how you decided to get into public service in addition to your already job as an engineer at Newark.
I decided that I've always felt that wherever I live and whatever I do, I want to make sure I give back. It's been like a core tenet of what I believe in, and so I decided to try to use the skills I have as an engineer and problem solving and leadership to get into policy making and try to give back to the city that I love.
That's nice. It's very generous, and I'm sure the city is so very grateful to all your efforts. So it's going to be a good 2 years.
It's a team effort.
Yeah, it definitely is. So anything on your personal agenda?
One of the biggest things overall that I always focus on is like public safety in terms of like pedestrian and bike safety and traffic safety. We're a small city, but we're busy, and it's always important to try to make sure that whatever method of transportation you're using to get around, you can do it safely. That's the most important one for me. And then also, keeping our full-time, long-term residents in mind as we keep going forward with a lot of development and new projects going on in the city. There's a lot of development happening right now in the city, so we have to make sure we keep our residents in mind and make sure we do things that benefit them.
It's really unbelievable. There's so much construction, remodeling, and events. I've never seen so many events throughout the year. So I think it's great. I don't mind the traffic. Just plan ahead and keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, so, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it's an honor to meet you. Yeah, I'm just so happy to meet a cusper too. She's born on the cusp of Leo, so she's really not a classic Leo. She's a cusper, we call it. Makes her very special.
What's your birth date?
July 23rd. So
Okay.
the first day.
Okay.
That is the day that Leo starts. So what I would like to share with you about Leo, first based on the tropical zodiac. I also do sidereal zodiac, so I might mix a little bit, but there's a 25-kilometer difference, so I might pepper in and out of tropical and sidereal. So
If we don't know what she's talking about, we'll just ask.
Yeah,
just ask.
The astrology's new to us.
Yeah, I know.
We're so happy
Other
to
than
have-
that, I'm a Leo. That's about all I know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm going to water it down and meet you where you're at, and you will understand everything, and hopefully the things I share with you are very practical and insightful. Okay, so no worries if you don't get those terms. Just forget that I just said that. Just in case there are any astrologers out there, I had to clarify it.
Yeah, certainly.
Yes. So, okay, this is actually for any Leo ascendant, a Leo moon, or a Leo sun sign, and you're a Leo sun sign.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, just so you know. And the zodiac symbol for Leo is the lion. So they're leaders. They're king of the jungle. So no wonder you're the mayor, right? And they're fiery. So the element that belongs to Leo is fire. So we need your fire. We need it to be feisty. We can't just have you be a, watery, dreamy kind of do-nothing girl. You come in with the fire and you can lead the masses, which is great. And that's what a lot of Leos can do.
And there are some very important, dreamy people in the world, so we need those too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
There's room for all of us.
Yeah.
Yes, there's room for all of us. But in leadership positions, we need a little fire.
Yeah.
Yes, and the planet that rules Leo is the sun. And the color is red, which is so appropriate. Look at you.
I did not know that when I got dressed today.
Oh, wow.
You cheated.
I didn't, I promise.
That's great.
Yeah, and the stone is ruby, carnelian, and peridot too. So if you wanted to, well, look at you, you cheated. Come on.
I promise I
So
didn't
you're
know.
just really in touch with yourself, and you didn't even know it.
No, I'm kidding. No, that's very, very, very cool.
That's great.
Okay, so what are the traits of Leo? So Leos, and I speak to generally Leos because you got a whole chart and you have your own planetary conditions, and it makes this general instead of unique. So what we want to discuss is what are the patterns, the gifts, the characteristics of Leo. They are leaders. They are also not just king of the jungle, but they are by nature stubborn because they're one of the fixed signs, and stubborn can actually give rise to tenacity. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're looking for you to be, a tenacious mayor. Mm-hmm. Instead of a stubborn mayor, but we also respect the tenacity because you don't get pushed easily, and that's important as a leader. So Leos are fixed and they hold their space, which is great. They hold and they hold high standards and they stick to them, which is great for Leos in leadership positions. They can also be CEOs, they can be teachers, any leadership position. Okay, the shadow sides can be a little arrogant and impatient, but you know what? We all have a shadow side, and that's okay.
We all got something.
Right? Okay, what's happening for love this month with Leo? So right now, the planet that governs love is Venus, and it's always that way. It's not just right now, but right now, the sun is burning on Venus right now for about, 25 more days. I have it written down exactly, but when the sun burns on Venus, it makes Venus go combust. So that is an astrological word, meaning it just can't do much when you're combust. It kind of puts the Venus on fire and in a way of like debilitated. So love right now for Leo is a little challenging, and the way to keep love alive right now is to keep it cool, keep it mellow, and drink lots of cucumber juice. Go to the Power of Juice and get a fresh cilantro cucumber juice.
Okay.
I have some other remedial measures, but right now Venus is just a little on fire, and that's okay, and so is Mars. So the two passion planets, Mars and Venus, are on fire because the sun is sitting in the same house as these two passion planets. So it can go either way. It can combust Venus, which it will, but it also can make it fiery, feisty, and fun. It can ignite romance to the point of just like, on fire.
I don't know. It doesn't sound too bad to me.
Right? We'll take it. It's, that newness, if you have something new going on, it can really ignite it, okay. But it can also burn it out. So if you're in a long-term relationship and it's time for it to end, the sun will actually burn it right out, and it'll fizzle, and it'll take its right course to purification. The sun is a purification planet. Oh. Okay. So what can we do? We can actually do the Ho'oponopono. Did you ever hear of that? The Ho'oponopono.
Say that? I was going to say that 3 times fast.
It's not the hokey pokey, but you can do the Ho'oponopono, and that is a Hawaiian novena, and it's powerful. And when Venus is combust,
does that mean like a prayer?
It's a little prayer. Novena is like a mantra or a it's a ritual, and it raises the vibration of love. And here it is. This is very simple. Ho'oponopono prayer from Hawaii is, please forgive me. I love you. I'm so sorry. I forgive you. I thank you, and I bless you. If you say that over and over, and specifically if you say it 10 times for 10 hours for 3 days, it'll shift everything, and it could save your relationship. Now, if you feel you don't want to say it to your lover or your partner, just say it to yourself in the mirror. Think of your lover and your partner, and don't get in the way of what's right, what's wrong, who's right or who's wrong. Just say it, and from your heart, and it will shift everything, and it will fix that combust Venus right now. Okay, what else can you do? You can Google that too, or you can go on YouTube and you can read about the Ho'oponopono. It's really powerful, and I didn't just make that up. I know it sounds so simple and mundane, but truly, if you can forgive and say I'm sorry and keep loving that person despite the adversities and despite how you want to be out of that relationship, it'll either do two things: dissolve the relationship in a peaceful way or renew the relationship. So can't go wrong with either of those.
Sounds healthy.
More love, more better, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And if you don't have a relationship, you can do it with your own self. You can forgive your own self and love your own self. So it's really a powerful thing to do. All right, what else can you do? You can keep a vase of fresh flowers. Look at this. And you can sit and meditate by still water, or go walk along the ocean, because there are negative ions there that raise the vibration, clear the energy. You can take a brisk walk, but take the brisk walk not during the heat of the sun. During twilight is the best time right now, when we're in the season of August, the hottest time of the year, and at the same time the cosmos is burning the 2 love planets. So it's a pretty feisty time. It's a time to cool down on every level.
Okay.
Forward bending. I'm a yoga teacher as well. So when you forward bend, your head goes below your heart, and this increases humility. Sometimes in relationships it becomes a power struggle, and we butt heads, and we get, the entitlement and the ego in the way. But when you do a forward bend and bring the head below the heart, we can physically change the dynamic of how you see yourself and how you see your relationship, just by kind of being more humble in that way. Poses actually can change you in a psychological way.
Wow.
I know.
I'm learning so much today.
Sun salutations as well. Sun salutations, just go to any yoga studio. They usually do a couple sun salutations. You've probably heard of them. And eat fresh watermelon and sweet blueberries to cool down.
Which you should do all summer anyway.
Yeah.
You should do it anyways, yes.
No problem there. I'll put it in my water and my rosé.
And you're going to say, well, that brings me to another point.
Oh.
There are 2 liquids that actually dehydrate us the most, and that would be coffee and alcohol. Those are so dehydrating, and right now, with all this combustion in the air and in the hottest time of the year, most of us are dehydrated. And we're also catabolic, which is a condition that breaks down amino acids, proteins, and minerals. So right now is the time to build, and I recommend more protein shakes. If you're not interested in whey protein, then do vegan protein. Add some chia seeds in there. I've got mine going right here. And yes, if you are a catabolic type of person ruled by Mars or Venus, you will be extra catabolic right now, meaning deficient. Your immune system can be breaking down. So if you're one of those people, which you would be because you have Sun as the ruler of your chart, and it is a catabolic planet. When you think about it, if the sun burns on the paint of a house, it'll burn that paint right off, or burn your skin. So it's catabolic, and that means that you need to increase your protein during this time, especially in August, and with the cosmos, the cosmology up there. Okay, so to get to the point, I could go on all day about this, but I don't want to take too long. Money, what's going on? Woo! Okay. So the good news about money for everyone actually is Jupiter rules money, and so does Venus. Even though we know Venus is combust, we can't really rely on Venus right now to bring us money, so we'll wait patiently for Venus to move away from the sun, and then Venus will start to support us. But right now Jupiter can support us, and it is a money planet, so it is going direct, stationing in the sky on August 12th. If you've been struggling financially, August 12th is a window for more money to flow into your life. Thank God, hallelujah. Right?
She's like, I don't know about all this.
I'm just listening.
That's right. She's processing.
And to help Jupiter, in the strength of your chart, wear gold and yellow colors, because it has an affinity for Jupiter. Yay!
I'm starting.
And donate your time to the Boys and Girls Club. Spend more time teaching children, especially about forgiveness. Give flowers or gifts to your favorite teacher or guru. And offer to be of service to someone in need. Give money to children's charities. I purposely choose these because Jupiter governs children. And it also governs selfless service. So the more of that you do, the more Jupiter will smile down upon you and send money into your bank.
Very insightful. Thank you.
And your career, really quickly, with Saturn going retrograde. Saturn is retrograde. And it's with the South Node and Pluto in the 10th house of career in Leo's chart. It makes career a little challenging. So hang in there, Leo. It will pass. It's just a tough time right now, but when one door closes, another door will open. If you lose your job, or if you get some sort of a purification in your job where maybe you move, you could even do this, move from one level to the next level, and you even get a raise. That's a possibility with this conjunction. But it's also a possibility to lose a job that no longer serves you. So hang in there. If you lose your job, another better job is coming your way. And what else can I tell you? How to help Saturn, how to soften the effects of your career or the malefic influences on your career at this time. You can actually make Saturn smile down upon you by feeding the birds, because Saturn governs the birds. I know that sounds out there, but if you have a little bird feeder, make the birds happy. Why not anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and help elderly people across the street. Donate to saving the bees, anything that flies in the sky. Saturn will govern. And visit or call your grandparents and tell them you love them, because Saturn governs old people.
I have no more grandparents.
Oh, you can do a
That's
little wish and
okay.
prayer to them.
You can say hello. They're probably right with you here in spirit. Just say hello and that you love them and miss them.
Oh.
And eat vegetarian foods on Saturdays, because Saturdays are Saturn days, and Saturn loves purification. So eat clean, eat green, and if you can, don't eat meat on Saturdays, and Saturn will smile down upon you.
Well, thanks so much for
You're
that
so
astrology.
welcome.
Do you have any specific questions?
It was a lot.
Yeah, a lot to take in. Yeah.
No, but I mean, a lot of these things I think sound like great things to do
Anyway,
anyway.
yeah.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm all for things that are giving back to the community and selfless service.
Yeah.
So I like hearing that.
Perfect. That works. Yes, why
Yes.
not?
Well, thanks, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
you're-
It's an honor.
Thank you. And if you'd like to see more interviews with business owners, local charities, or just learn more about local events, go to newportlivingandlifestyles.com. And we look forward to seeing you on Newport Living and Lifestyles. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.